Hello and welcome to News Pulse, HornbillTV's primetime English news bulletin. I'm Esther. These are the headlines. Rebecca Vanessa Suchang, a 1989 batch Indian Administrative Service officer, has been appointed as Meghalaya's Chief Secretary, making her the first native woman of the state to head the bureaucracy. Results of samples collected from bats after the death of a 12-year-old boy in North Kerala on September 6 have confirmed the presence of antibodies against the Nipah virus, State Health Minister Veena George said in Thiruvananthapuram on Wednesday. Amid the ongoing preparation of reopening schools in the state, 23 Bachelors of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery MBBS students of Mumbai's KEM hospital found COVID-19 positive with mild symptoms on Thursday. The Cognac Students' Union, during a visitation, have found out that even after representation was served to the concerned authority, Government Higher Secondary School Mon is functioning without a single sociology PGT, and Ukha Changkong GPS is functioning without even a single teacher. Now for the news in details. Under the initiative of the Cognac Students' Union, a coordination meeting was held with the principal, vice principal of both the government higher secondary schools and Wangkau Government College in Mon to accommodate those students who could not avail their admission due to insufficient infrastructure. The union, with the help of funds received as donation from well-wishers, where 30 desks and benches were arranged. The union handed over 10 pairs of benches and desks each to the principal of both government higher secondary schools and Wangkau Government College. The Cognac Students' Union, during a visitation, have also found out that even after a representation was served to the concerned authority, Government Higher Secondary School Mon is functioning without a single sociology PGT, and Ukha Jangkong GPS is functioning without even a single teacher. In this regard, the union urged the concerned authority to immediately appoint adequate number of teachers in the mentioned higher secondary school and government primary school at the earliest for the welfare of the students.
Cognac Students' Union, under the Education Initiative, we have decided to undertake various issues and steps pertaining to students' community. And as one of such steps, after learning from both the high secondary and Wangkau College, many of the students could not avail their admission due to insufficient infrastructure, that is desks and benches. We convened a meeting and requested the authority to admit those students and assure them of providing desks and benches. Today we have distributed 10 desks and benches each to the high secondaries and Wangkau College. On visitation, we also came to learn that Government High Secondary Mon is functioning without a sociology teacher, and Changkong GPS is also functioning without even a single teacher. So therefore we urge the government to immediately deploy the teachers at the earliest, and anything related to the students, community and the schools, we assure our full cooperation and support even in days to come.
We have Noklam Cognac, the president of the Cognac Students' Union, over the phone to give us a little more insight on the situation of government schools in Mon. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Moving straight to the point. So you said the union has found out that both schools were lacking teachers, and also the Ukha GPS also has not a single teacher. There's no teacher in that school. So how is it functioning?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
How are these two functioning without any teachers? One without sociology, PGT, and the other one not even a single teacher is there. So, kinega school do run Korea se do?
Acha, I do Government High Secondary Mon do since 2019. Sociology teacher to resign kushe itu kushe de itatak sociology la teacher du ite tak appoint kora nai. So we government high secondary to inaga run kuri function kuri. And then regarding the Okha Changkong, Changkong be since 2017. 2017 bra loigena ite tak without even a single teacher tate laga Okha basti laga VC hanbra basti manu hanbra he to manage kuri na ite tak majority inaga function kuri gena hai. Idu garne ami khan representation principal director logode on 16 August 2021 day representation dishe.
Okay.
Aru itia laga government higher secondary sociology garne bi 10 August day principal director logode representation dishe ami. So far authority la side pe ku respond thaga na.
Okay, so far response pa nai. Huli bi idu last so apni idu line olo bia thakse idu kicha thagise the last time that the teacher were present in the Okha Changkong school
2017
2017
30 June 2017.
Okay, that was the last time that a teacher was present.
Yes.
तो इदु school तो teacher ना थाकिंग ना students भी ना जाए थाकी वो और इदु अपनी कान functioning without a teacher को दो इदु की functioning हुआ ऐसे isn't the school shut?
School shut हुआ नहीं इदु गाने बच्चे का लग career हुआ गाने ताका ला future लग हुआ गाने तो ताते ला VC खान बहे initiate कोई ना students खान बहे initiate कोई ना ताते ला बस्ती मनु खाने teacher appoint कोई ना ताने ना function कोई है जैसे
Okay. Aro idu Mon district there or apni la knowledge prado kiman school is na ineka function kure ase without teachers without particular subject la teachers khan idu government teachers na thaka do idu kiman school is na apni khan la under de apni khan jana pala hisab to kiman school is na thakibo how many schools under this?
Yes, we are yet to get all those information.
Okay.
We are inducted only in the month of March.
Okay.
So, itia amikhan itia koi education initiative 73rd Federal Assembly the Mohan Education Reformation Vision 2021-2023 koi gina enega adopt kurna ase.
Okay.
Tula bode Mohan itia phase wise te amikhan education will tour bi naga kurbo gina program bunai thaga pandemic ho gane amikhan na paring ne te tak enega boy ase. So laga initiative under the aji Mohan school to visit kurabi itu ase.
All right. Aro aji apni khan benches aro desk khan donate kurabi. Idu bi school la condition infrastructure aro basic amenities ase idu thagi wole benches and desks for students. To idu khan bi it's not available idu bi nai na pae.
Itu de holibi insufficient noy ami han jane na. More than 100 plus students admission tahan pala kile bole itu infrastructure itu insufficient hua garne desk benches khan classroom khan sufficient no hua garne tahan do admission pana itu garne he ami khan intervene kuri gene itu ami khan laga endra itu desk and benches khan in a condition.
Okay. All right. Okay, and the government decided that from October 1st classes 5 to 10 start hobo kuishe allowed to start with 50% attendance. So idu khan bhi apne khan sai ase so that SOPs are followed. Will you be overlooking that SOPs khan follow kura?
Idu to ami khan laga responsible aru duty bi noy kile gole ami khan idu man sabol na paribo.
Yes.
Boli bi students welfare laga ki ase tahan laga opor idu mohan do suggestion dibo pare aru mohan cooperation dibo support kuro.
Okay. And ija online classes khan ja laga this past 1 year or 2 years pandemic time the online classes. How was the situation in Mon during this time for students? Online classes means network bi iman biya ase almost everywhere in Nagaland. So how did the students manage online classes?
In this regard, idu anap sakal na whatever I mean meeting guri na hai idu power jai se jatu only be online classes jatu which is difficult by ase pachahan na
hoy. Okay.
Or economically sound no ha laga students can do they can't afford mobile phone to idu ho garne shi jun laga ki ko care to shi ya hoy jai ase but especially basire thaga han
Okay. And as a union, as a students' union, the main one of the main apex bodies for students, Apni Khanbi, when are you expecting the government to deploy teachers to these schools in Mon district where there are no teachers, and Apni Khanbi kicha expect Korea say though?
We have already submitted a representation to the concerned authority, so we are waiting for the response.
Okay.
And we want to appeal the government to take matter more seriously and speed up the process to help the students' community.
All right. Thank you, Noklam, for speaking with us.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. In other news, results of samples collected from bats after the death of a 12-year-old boy in North Kerala on September 6 have confirmed the presence of antibodies against the Nipah virus, State Health Minister Veena George said in Thiruvananthapuram on Wednesday. After the death of the boy, a team from the National Institute of Virology had taken samples of many species of bats from the area, and the samples indicated the presence of antibodies against the virus in 2 varieties. She said the latest results have given credence to the theory that bats are the main carriers of the Nipah virus. The health department was on high alert after the 3rd outbreak of Nipah, the first being in 2018 in Kozhikode and the second in Ernakulam in 2019. It cordoned off the entire area and samples were collected from all houses. Around 800 samples were checked in 2 days and all turned positive. Like earlier outbreaks, it was localized and contained effectively. The NIV has conveyed to them about the presence of IgG antibody in some. They are expecting more results in the coming days, the minister said. She said different studies conducted by NIV, the Indian Council of Medical Research, and National Institute of High Security Animal Diseases will continue. She said, though the 21-day incubation period was over, the department will observe a double incubation period of 42 days to declare the area Nipah-free. After the death of the boy, his parents said he had eaten rambutan fruit before taking ill, and authorities have asked people not to eat fruits picked from the ground. But samples of half-eaten fruits did not show any signs of contamination during initial tests. Later, authorities warned people not to disturb bat habitat in panic. Youth and women organizations of Wokha village in Wokha district have given the Public Works Department a month's time to start work on National Highway 2, which passes through the heart of Wokha town. The Wokha Village Youth Organization, Wokha Village Students Union and Wokha Village Iloy Ikung issued a statement on September 30 warning that in the event of any lapse and delay in commencing the work, the organizations would initiate action for which they will not be held responsible for any eventualities. National Highway 2 passes through the heart of Wokha town and has remained neglected by the authorities for many years. On the 29th of September, a joint ultimatum was submitted to the Deputy Commissioner of Wokha to expedite the work as well as to maintain and repair the town area's road. When contacted, it was informed that a tender was put up for road construction and that the road's construction work would be carried out shortly as and when land compensation is completed. According to the ultimatum, the public of Wokha town have been experiencing immense hardships over the years because the highway which passes through the heart of Wokha town is in a deplorable condition. Due to the pathetic road condition, vehicular movements in the town have been disturbed on a daily basis, posing serious threats to vehicles and commuters alike, it stated. The worsening condition of the main road is such that travellers from other districts can be seen taking the alternative road via Wokha village. School buses, office goers, commercial vehicles of the town are compelled to take a long winding circular road in the town, which is disturbing, the organization stated. Further, the organizations have issued an ultimatum to the PWD National Highways to complete all necessary formalities at the earliest and commence work within 1 month with effect the 29th of September 2021. In the event of any lapse and delay in commencing the work, the organizations will initiate a future course of action for which they shall not be held responsible for any eventualities, the organization stated. Rebecca Vanessa Suchang, a 1989 batch of the Indian Administrative Service officer, has been appointed as Meghalaya's Chief Secretary, making her the first native woman of the state to head its bureaucracy. P.P. Trivedi was the first woman Chief Secretary of Meghalaya in the late 80s. Su Chiang, who had served in departments such as Home, Finance, Personnel, said she feels honored to have become the first Khasi woman to get the coveted post. She hoped that her service and life can inspire the young, brilliant boys and girls especially to believe that no mountain is insurmountable. She said in her message to her colleagues is to remain committed and ensure that they are fair and the people and be impartial. She said as a public servant, she will ensure the greater good of the state. She refused to elaborate on her immediate plans. I do not want to hide behind platitudes or excuses. I want to accept the truth as it is and work towards a solution, she said. Further, she said that this will help her carry on the good work of her predecessors and mentors of ensuring good and prompt governance to the people. The Delhi Commission of Women on Thursday rescued a day-old baby found abandoned in the bushes in Narela in the national capital. That it had received a call on its 181 helpline with information that a newborn girl was lying in some bushes in the Narela area. The commission informed Delhi Police and DCW team facilitated the rescue along with Delhi Police officials. The child has now been admitted to Ambedkar Hospital and is being looked after by the commission with assistance of some volunteers. DCW Chief Swati Maliwal has issued a notice to Delhi Police seeking information about the FIR registered in the matter and the action taken thereof. Maliwal has also asked the police through its notice about the details of any accused identified and arrested in the matter and whether any person has come forward to adopt the child. Amid the ongoing preparation of reopening schools in the state, 23 Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery MBBS students of Mumbai's KEM hospital was found COVID-19 positive with mild symptoms on Thursday. 2 students have been admitted to Seven Hills Hospital for treatment while the other students have been quarantined at their homes. Speaking on the matter, Mumbai Mayor Kishori Pednekar said that the authorities are investigating how the student got infected, but there is a possibility that the infection spread due to a cultural and sports event held in a college. Reports of this infection is a serious concern. Maharashtra Chief Minister had been regularly asking people to follow COVID-19 protocols appropriately, even if the person is fully vaccinated, but people seem to be ignoring it, she added. Earlier on Thursday, Pednekar announced strict standard operating procedures for reopening of schools for classes 5 to 12 from October 4th. The central government has sanctioned 127 medical colleges in the country, out of which 23 have been approved in Rajasthan, said Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya on Thursday. The minister's remarks came at the inauguration of the Central Institute of Petrochemicals Engineering and Technology and the foundation stone-laying ceremony of Rajasthan's Jaipur district through video conferencing. Mandaviya said that over 2,000 students would get admissions to these medical colleges. He further said that the centre has sanctioned 127 medical colleges in the country and they are under construction. In Rajasthan, 23 medical colleges have been sanctioned. Of the 23, 4 medical colleges in Sirohi, Dausa. In these colleges, over 2,600 students will get admission, he said, adding that the government is rapidly enhancing the health infrastructure in the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the Institute of Petrochemicals Technology on Thursday through virtual mode. He also laid the foundation stone for 4 medical colleges in the state. 6 people were killed and 16 others were injured after a passenger bus of Meghalaya Transport Corporation fell into a river in Meghalaya's East Garo Hills district on September 29. Sources said that at least 21 passengers were boarded in the bus. The police informed that a rescue team from Rongjeng and William Nagar Fire and Emergency Services rushed to the area to help the victims. The injured were shifted to Rongjeng PHC for medical assistance. The deceased persons were identified as DCM Sangma, Sensrang R. Marak, Traiwin R. Marak, Tangsim Birt M. Sangma, Chikamchi G. Momin and Everstar Kamrun Noid, who was the driver of the bus. Expressing his condolences for the victims of the mishap, Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma tweeted that he was pained by the unfortunate MTC bus accident at Nongcharam Bridge that claimed precious lives. He further expressed his deepest condolences to the families of the deceased and wished a speedy recovery to those injured. That's all for the news from News Pulse. I'm Esther. Keep watching Hornbill TV.